Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioStation.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Arodiad here. Welcome to another Wi-Fi battle here on LumioStation. And today I have a battle against a man called Tonsor. Tonsor is a guy that I've had a few battles with online, and our games have always been pretty close. Like, I don't think they've been further away from a 2-0. But as you can see, he's got a Dragonite, probably multiscale, because why would you run anything else? He's got a Volcarona, a Kangaskhan, an Amoonguss that I don't really see that often, an Electros, which I don't see that often as well, and a Gardevoir. And I'm hoping that Kangaskhan isn't Mega, because I don't think he knows about the rules or plays by Smogon rules. But on my team, I'm using the Ambipom, I'm using the Nidoking, the Hydreigon, the Starmie, the Arcanine, and my Mega Medicham. All these are Pokebanked, and I was just trying this team out for the first time, actually. So let's just get straight into this battle. Because whenever I find Pokemon teams, like I create them, I like to test them out, and this is the first ever time I tested it. But I lead off with my Ambipom because he is Ambipom, and it's a good lead, as he leads off with his Gardevoir. So I'm just going to go, I'm pretty sure, I don't want to get too far ahead, but he traces my Technician. Doesn't really matter, he's a Gardevoir. She's a Gardevoir. I go for my Fake Out just to get some damage off, flinches, and I go for the U-turn. It's a neutral hit because she is a Fairy type, so it takes him down to, she gets taken down to about 50% HP. I U-turn out into my Starmie because I'm thinking, what else do I want to take my a Fairy or a Psychic type move? So I go into my Starmie, does quite a bit of damage to me because he goes for the Moonblast. He Mega Evolves his Gardevoir, and I try to go for the Hydro Pump because I'm thinking that it would kill because Gardevoir's not that bulky. But I do go for the Hydro Pump, and Gardevoir lives with a sliver bit of HP and goes for the T-Bolt and takes out my Starmie. So I'm down one Pokemon already. Hey guys, the crit mattered. No. But I'm down one Pokemon, and I go out into my Ambipom again. And instead of going for the Fake Out like you predicted, I go for the Pursuit. And I pretty much Pursuit Trap him and kill off his Gardevoir. So that's his Mega gone, and I've still got my Mega. So I'm sitting pretty right now. It's still 5-5. So he goes into his Kangaskhan. I predict the Fake Out. So I switch out and I go into my Medicham. The reason why I do that is because I don't want my Ambipom taking unnecessary damage. And I knew a Fake Out wouldn't do much. I also know that this Kangaskhan isn't Mega because he has a Mega Gardevoir that he just used. So I'm going to Mega Evolve my Medicham, and I'm going to go for the High Jump Kick. And as you will see, as soon as I go for the High Jump Kick, it pretty much just demolishes his Kangaskhan. His Kangaskhan's dead. There's no way he's surviving that. And the Kangaskhan faints. So I'm like, yes, I'm not doing that badly. He goes into his Amoonguss. I know he's going to go for the Spore. But instead of me going for the Psycho Cut, for some reason, I go for the Ice Punch. And it almost takes him out, but it doesn't. I'm thinking the Psycho Cut, because the Psycho Cut would have done, I think, 5 more with Stab. And he goes for the Spore. So my Medicham is there, asleep. And I'm like, what can an Amoonguss do to me? So I decide to try to burn some sleep turns off, as he gets some leftover replacement. However, he switches out, and he goes into his Dragonite, probably going to set up. So as you can see, I'm asleep. And this isn't good. I am packing the Ice Punch, as you probably saw, but he's probably multi-scale, so I don't know. I decided to switch out of there and go into the Pope, because, well, if you get that reference, I'm sure you do. But he goes for the Dragon Dance, and I'm like, okay, I'm packing the Ice Beam on my Nidoking. This should at least do a lot of damage, and I should be able to survive because he's got some decent bulk to him. But he goes for the Dragon Claw and just takes out my Nidoking straight away. So my Nidoking does absolutely nothing, and I noticed that he's Life Orbed, so even if he was multi-scaled, he just lost it. So I'm like, alright, that's not bad. So I decided to go for the Fake Out, I'm pretty sure. Yep, the Fake Out, just to get a bit more damage off, and I don't go for the U-turn here, because I know that he's going to outspeed. So I go for the Hard Switch into my Scruff. I went into my Scruff for the simple reason that he's got Intimidate, and it would lower his attack stat. So he actually goes for the Extreme Speed, trying to get damage off on my Ambipom, but my Scruff doesn't take it well at all. I'm pretty much going to sack off my Arcanine right now and just go for the Extreme Speed to get some damage off, and it does quite a bit. It goes into the red. He goes for the Dragon Claw, and his Life Orb takes him down to a sliver bit of health. So I go into my Ambipom, and I have a decision to either go for the fake out and almost secure death unless he switches out, or go for the pursuit, and if he does switch, kill him. But if I predict wrong, my Ambipom will die. But I go for the pursuit, he does try to switch out, and his Dragonite's dead. So there's 2 Pokemon I've killed just from Ambipom pursuit trapping. So he goes into his Amoonguss. He has quite a bit of health. I go for the U-turn because I know I'll outspeed, and just to do some damage. I'm predicting the Spore because I don't know if he plays by one like sleep lock rules. So I go back into my Mega Medicham because he is already asleep and the Spore will not affect me. And plus, an Amoonguss can't do much to me anyway. So he gets a little bit of health back, and I try to go for the Ice Beam this turn. Not Ice Beam, Ice Punch. However, I am asleep. But I'm pretty sure I can take at least 1 hit from this Amoonguss. So he goes for the Giga Drain, gets quite a bit of health back considering, and takes me down into 1-hit kill range with another Giga Drain. I know an Ice Punch will be able to knock it out because it took maybe 90% off of it the first time. However, I am fast asleep the second turn, and he goes for the Giga Drain, and there's my Medicham dead. So I'm thinking, okay, well, the only other fire move that I have, because I used to have Flamethrower on my Nidoking, my Arcanine is there, and the only other fire move that I have is on my Hydreigon. And my Hydreigon, I guess, could afford to go to sleep, but I was hoping that it would just 1-hit kill. So out comes Triforce. There you go, Nappy, that's for you. And he goes for I go for the Flamethrower, and it almost takes out this Amoonguss, but doesn't. And he goes for the Spore, and my Hydreigon's asleep. And I'm like, damn, I'm pretty sure I only have 2 Pokemon left with my Ambipom and my Hydreigon, and he's got 3 left in his Volcarona, his Amoonguss, and his Electros that we haven't seen yet. So he switches out, and he goes into his Electros. I decide to try to burn some sleep here, because I didn't think an Amoonguss would be able to do much to me. So he switches out. I'm like, okay, he's probably packing the Ice Beam, because I thought he could learn it. I don't even know if he can, but I didn't want my Ambipom taking it, so I decided to stay in. He decides to Dragon Tail me out into my Ambipom, and I'm thinking, this isn't bad, it doesn't do much damage to me, because one, it's not stab. And I go for the fake out just to get that damage. I am that type of person, just to get quite a bit of damage off. See, that did roughly 20-25%. So I go for the U-turn and take him down to a bit less than 50%. So I'm thinking to my head, yes, this is great. So I go into my Hydreigon again, as he goes for I'm pretty sure he goes for the U-turn. No, he goes for the Discharge. And my Hydreigon takes this quite well, like it does maybe 40 health. I do wake up and go for the Dragon Pulse, thinking that I would 1-hit kill. Oh, not 1-hit kill because his health's pretty low, but kill from that range, but it doesn't. He goes for the U-turn, which is super effective on me, but because it isn't stab, I do survive with 22 HP. So he U-turns into his last Pokemon, his Volcarona. Oh no, he goes into his Amoonguss, my bad, I'm jumping the gun. And his Amoonguss gets some leftovers, healing, and I'm like, okay, please, let a Flamethrower kill. So I go for the Flamethrower, and his HP dwindles down, and he dies, and I'm thinking, yes, this is amazing. So his Amoonguss goes down, and he switches out into his Volcarona. And for some reason, I thought I would be able to outspeed, but even if I didn't think I would, I'd stay in anyway. He goes for the Bug Buzz, and he kills my Hydreigon. So I'm stuck here 2-1 with my full HP Ambipom. So I go into my Ambipom, he's predicting the fake out. So as I switch in, shiny sparkling everywhere, he switches out back into his Electros. So he can't take a fake out from his range. I'm pretty sure he's like 10% or something. So I go for the fake out, takes out his Electros, and it's 1-1. It is his Volcarona to my Ambipom. I can outspeed a Volcarona, but the thing is he has Flame Body, and the only move that I have that will do quite a bit of damage is Double Hit. So I go for the Double Hit, it does maybe 80% damage, and I do not get the Flame Body, but he does go for the Flamethrower, and that will be enough to take me out. Jokes! I am actually doing the Focus Sash that I forgot I had on at the time. I go for the Double Hit, and it does take out his Volcarona. So that is probably one of the best matches I've actually ever had. I haven't been battling for long, so it was one of the best. For one Pokemon to survive just because of Focus Sash, I don't know, it was a great game. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, leave a like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to LumioStation. If you did enjoy my commentary, or you just want to check out what I do, my channel link will be in the description below. But don't have much else to say. This has been Arodiad. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.